I just wanted to talk a little bit about how to store your shoes. I know some people have mixed feelings on whether or not they store it in these containers like you see behind me, or even in store it and keep it in boxes like I do keep some of my kicks, Air Force One. But again, there's different ways, of course, to store it. But on this particular video, I want to talk about the storage containers, or the drop front boxes as we would call them. And before we go into this video, I know a lot of you guys may wonder, where can I get those containers? You can actually get these containers from this Container Store. So here where I live at in Northern California, there's one not too far from where I'm located, but I'll put the link down below for the Container Store. That way you guys can log on. There's different sizes, of course. There's the women's size that carries a certain length and shoe size, and then also the men's size as well, where you can store, like for these larger containers, where you can store up to size 13. Most of my shoes I wear from a 10 to 10 and a half. So I got tons of room if you were to continue to push the shoe backwards and so forth, where I can store anything else in this particular container. But something I like about the container myself personally versus some of the shoe boxes, I still do shoe boxes. Don't mistake me, don't get me wrong. Love the shoe boxes, love to stack them and to see the kicks and organize it and so forth. But with the actual drop front containers, I like them because, one, you can still keep them organized, but then the other part is it makes it real easy for you to find the shoe that you're looking for. So if you have like the shoe boxes, I have some sitting down here on the floor, some up here, and then some in the room where I keep a ton of other shoes. The ones I rotate through the most, they're in boxes, so I got to continue to pull boxes and unstack them and so forth. But with the storage containers, the drop front containers, you can actually stack them up drop front, so you can unlatch it. You don't have to worry about anything else trying to find what shoe you were looking for, because it's clear to where you can see exactly what shoe that's in there. So like these runners, I can pull them out, don't have to worry about them. Saucony, one of my favorite kicks. Okay, just thought I'd throw that plug in there. But you can pull it out and you can still see exactly what it is that you're looking for. You know, if I wanted to pull out my J's, I can pull these out, and then of course I'm good to go. I don't have to search for them, unstack a bunch of boxes and so forth. So for me, that's one of the pros to having these drop front containers. One of the cons, depending on the shoe itself, let's say if you go up to the flu games, I actually like to stack all my shoes straight up to where I can see them. There are some where I do stack it to the sides, but other than that, that's the part that I don't like. So that's kind of the con, is when the shoes are a little taller in height, makes it a little harder to get out, or you have to turn them sideways and put them in. Okay, just like that. So if you turn them sideways, it is easier to get out, but other than that, you know, a little bit harder, of course, if you keep them straight up and down. But again, that's probably one of the cons that I think about the actual drop front containers. The pro part, of course, as you can see all your kicks. The con is you have to kind of maneuver them, but some people don't worry about that. Me, myself, I don't. I still get in there. The other part to these too is you just always got to remember your shoes do have to breathe. So there isn't any additional breathability within these. So every once in a while, you just want to leave the actual door open. That way your kicks can breathe. And so forth, because these shoes do need air, right? Otherwise you start getting the crumbling effect or so forth when your shoes sit for a certain time period. So for me, I love the drop front containers from the Container Store. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you use. Some people use racks, some people still just stack the boxes on the floor. I do a mixture of both. I actually stack my boxes, but then I also use the containers, the drop front containers, for my shoes too. I'm actually starting to convert a lot of my shoes into that, just so I can keep it better organized and I can see it. And then I can go directly to the shoe that I want to pull out for the day and just move on. So let me know what you think. If you haven't already done so, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow me. It's your boy Trey Sneaks. I'm also on Instagram at TEE1677. Again, that's T1677, TEE1677 on IG, Instagram. But otherwise, follow your boy here, right here on his YouTube channel. It's your boy Trey Snicks.